Welcome back to my 2001 Honda Insight. Let's do some work. Do you have the herky-jerky? Because this is how to fix it. The EGR valve in here is what is gumming up the system. Actually, the plate, there's a little loop that goes through. So I am going to take off that plate so we can stop people getting stalling in first gear or having hesitation or jerking in first gear from a stop or a very slow speed. So if you're looking to get to the EGR plate and EGR valve, one of the most common gunked up places on here is the EGR plate. It's right behind the manifold. And the EGR valve itself is right over here, but I'll get to that second. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take out 1, 2, 3 up here, 4, and 1 behind down here in the same place, just covered up by the hose. And all of these are going to be 12 millimeters. We're going to take these out, we're going to move the manifold back, and the plate will be right there. So I ended up getting a socket down here. It was a really small one. I put it down through the bottom and fed it up, and then clipped it onto the socket that was already on the bolt. Okay, I got all the bolts out. Now it's nice and loose. The last thing you need to do is take off both of these hoses. I already have this one off from the valve cover, so this one I'm just going to crack it loose by shimmying it back and forth until it starts to spin. Then it'll be able to pull up, and then that is the last thing holding this thing in place. Alright, so you do have a wire harness down here. I already have it taken off because I was doing that down there anyway. All you have to do is back this off until it's off the 2 studs. As soon as it's off that, it'll drop down this way, and then that's all you really need, because you just have to get the plate. And look at this plate. Look at that. It is so bad. And then if you look up in here, it's just gross. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna come back in here, I'm gonna clean all of this out. So if we take a closer look down here, it's so bad. So I have to go in there and clean that. And what I just noticed is, after filming, that the plate is actually stuck to this. It's supposed to be back there, then you pull the manifold off, and then you take that off as a separate piece. Mine is stuck to this. So you can see that's 2 different things. I'm gonna unstick that and then take it off and clean it. And you guys, I can see it on the inside. I don't think I can show it from here, but it's nasty. All right, so here's the front side. That's not too bad, you just have to clean it up a little bit. But the other side is where all of the nasty magic happens. Look at this. That is clogged like no other. All of this nasty buildup is not supposed to be there. It's supposed to be a big channel, like kind of like this. It is all the way through, and this is just clogged to all heck. So I'm gonna get in, get my cleaner, clean the hell out of this thing, and then I have to clean the inside where it mates in. I have to clean all the carbon. I showed you guys there's even carbon like sticking out of it. There's just so much in there. So time to get a cleaning. I just thought I'd show this. Look at that. Nasty. Oh, I can't believe how bad these get. That's just something you gotta do to get that MPGs. Look at this stuff. Oh, good. Oh, yeah. So yummy. Hopefully I get like 1,000,000 MPG after this. This thing that's crazy. I was getting like 65 MPG before this. Can't wait to see what it is afterwards. This is gonna be awesome. I don't know, I think that looks quite a bit better. Now that the inside's been nice and cleaned, and the inside of this has been nice and cleaned, I'm gonna go ahead, put everything back together, and we will be running a whole lot better. Now if you want to check, clean, or replace the EGR itself, it is this module right here. So to take it out, pull this clip, pop that out, and then we're going to get the 2 10 millimeters right here. So once you release those 2 nuts that are attached there, it can come straight out. You just have to make sure this is just bent out just slightly so you can slide this straight up. And this is your EGR valve. Now if you want to clean out the inside of here, mine's not terribly bad. It does have a bit of carpet in there, but not too much. What you can do is there's 2 bolts on either side. You might be able to see that one. There's one right there and one on the other side. That keeps this little piece in. But what I'm doing is I'm just going to spray this out, make sure it's nice and clean. Alright, so I cleaned the surface here. I got a razor, went through, made sure all the gasket was off, and I shaved it down. I got a new gasket over there. Again, if you want it, I'll have it down below. Anyway, I made sure everything on here is nice and smooth. I cleaned a little bit on the inside here, and the main thing, obviously this shouldn't be blocked, but the main thing is to pull this out with some needle nose pliers. There's a lot of carbon that builds up around here, so clean that out with like a small flathead, and then grab it with some needle nose pliers if you can't, or yours are too big like mine were. Just grab, again, that small flathead and pry up under here, and you'll grab this and lift it up just a little bit to clean out the inside there and make sure that plunger is still working. Just like that. That's how you get it out. Then you grab the needle nose and then get some cleaner and clean it out. Alright, there it is. I just popped it back on and finger tightened the bolt. I've got the gasket in there too, brand new and beautiful. So, still more work to be done. And once again, thank you guys for watching. I hope this helped you out if you do have an Insight. If not, I hope you enjoyed watching. Hey guys, thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. If you haven't already, make sure you follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram so you can get some behind the scenes stuff that hasn't happened yet and unreleased content that no one else has seen. And if you haven't already, watch that video. And if you watch that video, watch that video. And if you've watched both of those videos already, make sure you subscribe down here. Yeah, watch this stuff. It's awesome. And if you've watched that, and subscribed,